we very rarely address the need. And the need is true for everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what life you lived. You were, before you accepted Jesus, a sinner. That was your identity. You were born into a sin nature. And there is nothing, not one thing that you can do, or combination of things that you can do to be holy enough to meet the standards of the righteousness that God has laid out. So you need Jesus. You need to put on his imputed righteousness, because on your own, you will never, ever be righteous enough. And so that's the crux of it. And if you don't understand your need for a savior, and I believe that we rush this in the modern American churches because it's uncomfortable to talk about people's sin. It's hard enough to get people, I'm gonna be real with you as a pastor, it is hard enough to get people through the door, and then I gotta talk to this unbeliever about their sin. Super uncomfortable, right? So we don't do that. We just lead with the benefits of faith. And the problem with doing that is we are undermining our need for the Savior. And when we undermine the need for the Savior, people don't have that appreciation to Jesus that they need to hang on to him when times get rough. I think that is a big part of the reason why you have people with this wishy-washy faith. They go to church when it's convenient. They read the Bible when it makes them feel good. But it isn't about their need for Jesus. It is about adding an additional hobby or an accessory to their life, right? They go to church because it looks good. It feels good, but not because they need to go. And my sweet friend, we all need him. And because we as a church are failing in this, we got a bunch of Christians running around thinking that Jesus is something extra that they add to their life instead of foundationally important for not only their life here on earth, but for their eternal home. And so you got to recognize your need for a savior.